Hey everybody, I am APH. Welcome back to Anno 1800. Before I think about it, we got into bricks in the last episode. Let's upgrade our harbor right off the bat, because it increases our storage by 75. That will increase us from 75 to 150. This will be good. This will allow us to stockpile wood a little bit. Now to get started, we talked about colonizing an island off to the east. And I sent my ship over there, but never actually colonized it. Let's go ahead and get this area claimed.
Attention for the Admiral.
It's indecent, your luck with islands.
Ah, well, boy Wibbly doesn't like it.
You rock-suckling barnacle.
Carl also doesn't like it.
You'll soon know the difference between quality and quantity.
And the Admiral doesn't like it. That's a little bit not to be expected. Now, this island does have potatoes, wheat, and nitrate, as well as some base resources. Let's look at our other island. Well, we're sending our guy off to explore the Fog of War down here. We still need to find Eli. Yeah, we'll get him going. This one has peppers, hops, and great fertility. So looking at these, I want an island that is predominantly a maximum of 2 types of population. So this doesn't have all the population we need. So we're gonna, or all the food supplies that we're gonna need for workers. So we're gonna need another area with farmers and workers. And I'm thinking, because this supplies hops, that will be the next potential to move into. With this island finally being, I believe it's artisans. So we're kind of going to keep that in the back burner for planning. Looks like we do have a fire going on that they're putting out. And we have some wood right now. So let's get started with building some more houses just to get our population up. We want to kind of get this balance a little bit higher. Now, waffling aside, things that I'd like to see. Our workers have some needs.
We'll raise a glass to you, Gav.
Yes, we will raise a glass, all right. I don't think we're going to get into beer. That is in the other side. But I would like to see bread and sausage in that order. Bread first, sausage after. Probably a church. And we probably won't get to beer, soap, or the school this episode. That will probably be in the next episode. But in preparation for that, looking at the tree, ooh, I can't see it. Because I can't see beer, I'm suspecting it's over here. And soap is also past steel beams. My burning suspicion is
Her
soap.
Majesty leans on me to detain any who defile her sovereign laws, including you.
Ah, Eli was in this fog of war, so we'll explore over here next. But that's good to know.
What makes you think I trust you?
So the jailer does want to buy soap and potatoes, as well as he sells some miscellaneous people that can do some upgrades.
Aye.
We get him sent this way to really reveal a little bit more of this fog of war, and then we'll send him back this way.
Coordinates plotted.
Alright, let's take a look. Thinking between episodes, I'd like to rework this area. I think I didn't do it justice. And the way that I'm going to do it is,
What brings you here, Master?
I'm thinking I'm going to take snaps out. So I was talking about the progression. I'm thinking we're going to take the snaps out and we're going to produce them in a separate facility. Then over looking at the map, I'm thinking that an area in here, we get grains for bread production. And then we'll, since we started our production of clothes up here, and this area is not very big, I'm thinking that this area, at least up to the harbor up here, becomes a ground for production. And what we'll do is we'll get bread, our snaps, and our pigs over here. So let's get started with kind of what I was thinking, because I want this to be an actual farm village, not a production. I do want this to be a little bit of a aesthetic playthrough. And I'm thinking, because the bricks are right here, that's going to be the edge of our potato little upgrade here. Now, I have not named it, and right now it's named Fishguard. And I'd like your guys' suggestion before I name this place Potatoville. So we're going to need to move the Snops factory. Let's create a layout for it. Ooh, let's get it in Blueprint. I don't want to quite build quite yet. This might be a work in progress. See where the warehouse fits in that. Something looks a little too big there.
Well, if you don't want it, you should share it.
Oh boy, Wibbly, he wants some property. Looks like he wants this island. He wants those hops, man. He wants to make some beer. Yeah,
You
I
are
want good
generous with
relations
your
because I don't want to go to
islands.
early
Don't mind if
war.
I do.
Back to this
A
production
competitor
line.
raised a settlement.
Kind of align it up there. Bring this one up one. More Snops. Not sure how I like this look, but at least it will get the job done. I would like a fire department in here, and I don't know that I can make it fit into this actual design. Unless I flip some of these. Yeah, I'm not sure that I can actually get a fire station in here comfortably. This might be close. Let's see how big it actually is. Well, I could place it here. And I could place one there. We might have the works of something here. Because if I place the fire stations there, the only thing that we're missing is a road access to this one. Because if we put a road out this way, we'll have at least the road to these two. So let's move this down and kind of look at it. So that road will supply this one, and this one off of this warehouse. As well as this one. Okay, I wasn't looking at that. Wait. This one is not being supplied. So we're going to have to go outside, which we are doing right here. So if we bring a road up, now, to kind of mirror this over here, We'll bring this over. We'll continue the road up. Bring all these down one. Now we would need the road out.
I feel it reflects the times.
Alright, let's see what's in the paper.
You look as radiant as ever.
Man, 3 positives. We're doing okay. Renovations boost, city apparel, daring expansion, and financial powerhouse. I will take them. What do we have? 6 production and 8 production and 2 firefighters. And it looks like everything is within range of the warehouse. Yep. Let's go ahead and we will upgrade the warehouse, 1 firefighter, and get 2 of the Snops distilleries down in order that we can delete out these 2. Probably what was better probably would have been to move these, but that's okay. I'm okay with those 2 potatoes like that. We might do some adjusting later, but what I was thinking between episodes is doing something where these are in random spots. Maybe we'll go off that way. Make it so the driveways aren't quite
It's
aligned.
deeply trivial, but I dare say that won't bother you.
Ooh, a destruction quest. We'd get reputation. Gives us a person, not that we would need it. As well as it gets us 9,000, and we desperately need money.
Don't keep me waiting.
2 schooners. We can work with that. Let's see where they're at. Thankfully, these don't have actual
Enemy
guns
sighted.
on them. And our ship is not far away. So we'll come back as soon as it gets over to the destination. Let's take a look where they are on the map. Okay, so they're down there. So as our ship moves over, we'll take another look at it. So back to the potatoes. So by placing these out, we'll just kind of up these as we build. It will create more of a look of this is an actual farmhouse in the middle of a field versus this is an actual production chain. Something that I think goes with the look of an actual farm village. Let's go ahead and build up here. Yeah, we'll build all the way around that one. That's good. Let's see where the Snops demand is, because we're going to want to watch that. So our demand is almost double what we have right now, and we still have a bit of range to go. Looks like, clicking on the pub, it looks like this area still needs it. Clicking on the...
I've no complaint.
not on the workers. On the market, it looks like we need market up here as well. Looks like fire over here. So planning out our next, let's plan on fire right here. A pub right here. And a market right here. Yeah, I'm thinking this is looking good. I don't think we're keeping anything or blocking anything. Now, for the market. Let's go ahead and upgrade those. Yep, that'll be good. That will get our next run of workers. Our next run of farmers. Before I put more workers down, I want to expand all these houses out. And then what we'll do is we'll start looking at where we can expand our actual workers as we expand. Because right now, we have enough workers. We just need to actually fill out this area and start getting some of the side productions down. Let's upgrade these real quick so that we can get our... As I build Instead of the ones I wanted, I built 4. That's fine. We'll just mothball 2 of the factories. Only 20 to mothball it, not that they're expensive to start with. And we're going to use them soon enough. Alright, more farms. And we'll place this one kind of out here. We'll go right here for this one. We'll just maintain kind of that same persona where we just kind of build a road in.
I wouldn't worry. Most only look at the pictures.
Ooh, I must have forgot to hit the publish button. That's a bummer. So we're getting too many transports. So we're probably going to need a second warehouse in here. And we'll probably have to expand off the second warehouse before we go too much further over here. I'm thinking we go right down to this edge and then up to this road. Let's go ahead and plan a second warehouse right here. And we'll just kind of put in a road there just as a starting point. Now, a few more potatoes. I'm thinking 3 more for this area. And then we can kind of adjust things from there. Let's get him a little closer. We'll actually bring a road over. Then maybe something like this. Go right there. Yeah, I'm liking the way this is turning out so far. Looks a little bit more natural. Start backfilling this area. This is looking close. We might have to do something with this road. Gets us 49. So we need 23. I don't know that there's much I can adjust over here without pushing this border over. We could push this a little bit. Let's just place in a placeholder road so that we keep our everything running. Can stay there. Let's see how much more 23 is. So if we go something like this, bring our road around, try that again in the right spot. Need to be down 1. Kind of a little bit wonky. We can probably put a firefighter in here just as early game preparation in case we do have a disaster out here. Now we'll start backfilling some of this area. Can't see us having another farm right in here, but we might. Let's clear out these trees so we can actually see what we're doing. Excellent. This is starting to look a lot more like a farm village, that's for sure. Let's get one. We'll go right here. We'll do a road kind of this way. One more over and then up. Yeah. Probably not the most efficient, but aesthetically, I think this looks better. We'll go one out here. We'll go two out, and then we'll go ahead and place our next potato farm. This is almost at its max modules. I'm hopeful here. I'm hopeful. Let's see if we can get two more in. This might be an interesting pathing because I don't want them necessarily up against each other. So if I place this one here, and we'll go ahead and place this one up against this road. And then what we can do is we'll bring a road down and bring a road over. Now we can just fill in this area. I'm not going to have enough room for another farm. Alright. Let's go ahead and get rid of this one. We'll readjust this one's farms in a second. In all reality, that will allow me to kind of keep this one a little bit of a better shape as well. I don't want it right there. Let's go ahead and place it. Yeah, right here. And then we'll just bring up a road this way. Now, let's go ahead and cut this off and bring it back. Make sure this one has 72. Yeah. Yep. And then we'll start right at this edge. Now I'm thinking that looks pretty good. Got tons of farmers. We've got wood galore at the moment. Let's go ahead and upgrade the rest of these farmhouses. That brings us down to where our farmhouses are done. Let's check our snaps. And it looks like we still need two more. So we'll go ahead and get these two that I bought going producing.
Start up again? Oh, right.
Good. Yeah, that area came along a lot better than I thought it was going to. Let's build this warehouse, just keep them moving. Now I can upgrade these. This must mean these guys are missing something. So we need market. So we're going to upgrade all of this to brick road at some point in time. But to start with, to expand our need for certain luxuries, I'm just going to place in roads just to get our luxuries ported. Yeah, that took care of that. And we'll kind of do it as a need by need where, like this road, we can upgrade like a main road, but if I see an area where, oh, that area is bad, we'll look to that. In areas like this will probably be a high demand just because we have the too many transports needed. No, we can upgrade our warehouse. Let's do that. Might have to upgrade that as well, but to increase the walking speed between production, we'll probably look at doing some bricks as well, just to kind of keep things moving. Kind of get that look of this is an actual, we care about our people type of thing. Yeah, that looks good. Next on the docket, we forgot to pick up our actual proof. Let's go grab that before the time runs out and I forget about it. Got into talking about the expansion of potatoes and missed out on things. Let's go ahead and speed it up a little bit while it goes and grabs it, and then we'll get him sent over to, I believe that's... I was going to say the Admiral, but it's definitely not the Admiral.
Coordinates plotted.
Where are you, dung sifter?
Heh, old boy Carl. Not too worried about some of the early game quests. Defeating schooners is kind of a lame thing. It's an unarmed vessel, after all. So that will get us Snops, and we're pretty well for the future there with Snops. Go ahead and upgrade this warehouse to keep that moving. We need to get more workers so we can get silos for pigs as we get into pigs, as well as we get into more of a need for clothes. Let's go ahead and upgrade this warehouse. Speaking of needs, let's take a look. We need to upgrade our fish. Snops looks like it's finally holding. Looks like they're suffering to get the production up and going. But that might be the fact that we just don't have enough haulers. Clothes is starting to lag behind. Alright, let's get some fish down. So we will want a warehouse for this. 2 fish right now is maintaining. Let's get 2 more with the potential of moving further over. A little bit of an upgrade there. We'll keep fish going for a while. Now, sink in this area for wheat. We'll just bring a road over. I'm going to match it right with this road. And we're going to do the same thing with this that we did with the potatoes, where we try to make it look a little bit more organic. Let's go ahead and start with our warehouse. I think we're going to need a second. Ah, ready for the turn-in.
So, you've managed to muddle through.
Big thing that we got there is the coins. To get the shipyard, we need more workers. As well as we need to get sales. So that's on the docket. Let's go ahead and close that back out. And let's start looking at this wheat. I want to start with this first one being on this edge so that we can keep this mine relatively accessible. Let's go ahead and place it down there. Let's bring our road around. Now for this one, let's go ahead and bring a road like that. Let's close this in. I don't want to go any further because we'll bring a road this way over to the mine. And we'll kind of start bringing our farm over to this edge. I don't know that we're going to take it all the way over to the city up here. We might just kind of make like an area that we call good, like maybe this line. For looking at bread, it goes 1 minute to 30 seconds, so it's 2 to 1 to a minute, so it's 2 to 1 to 2. And I know for silos, 1 farm will produce enough for 5 silos. Not sure I like that position. Maybe we'll go right there. Plop this one down. Maybe we'll go right here. and we'll do one of these deals where we bring it. Not sure how I feel about that. Maybe this way? And then move him one over? It looks a little bit better. Yeah, I'm thinking that that should be our edge. We'll see how many farms we can get in this area before we start moving over here. Speaking of that, let's get our road down so that when we get it, we can... I don't know how long zinc will be, but we'll be able just to build that. Let's go ahead and put our production right up to this edge. So it looks like we need one more. Kind of back him up a little. Might have to do a little bit of adjustments. We might have went a little too aggressive there on how far over we're going. $135 brings us to 10 more. We'll adjust our road over one, because I don't think we're going to fit another farm in there. I was hoping to have a pathway, but this it kind of is a pathway in. Now let's bring it over for our next warehouse. We'll go over here for this one. Now we do want to get bread up and going. So let's go ahead and get 2 of these going and get the warehouse so it can get started. Let's bring in our next round of workers in preparation for that. Oh, look, we have a quest.
Will you work your magic for us? What we do so love to see.
Work our magic. Those dimwits. Skipping our union meeting to drink. Alright.
I'm happy as a sandboy. Will you build us another castle?
Build us another castle. So probably... Let's actually read it a little bit.
On every street corner in no time.
Ah, an animal husbandry. Brings us to silos, which we've been waiting for. We'll continue out of that.
I know you're busy, but I've a favour to ask.
The quest for building a silo, we'll go ahead and grab that. Ah, workers are likely to be having a blast at one of the pubs. Now, we don't have a whole lot of pubs right now. Oh, it looks like it's this guy standing up here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab him.
Not bad for a big boss.
A self-repair. That could be interesting for doing quest. Back to this area. I'm thinking in here. Kind of out here. Let's see how those fill out first. Go ahead and drag our roads. I want this one up one. Now, what we are forgetting, this is something, maybe I should have did this before, is we're going to want windmills in here. Yeah, I probably should have thought about that. Let's place our first flour mill. We're going to want it in the middle of the fields, just like the others. Man, if I place a flour mill over here, it would rearrange everything. I think we're going to place... Well, this one right here we'll feed it off of this actual warehouse. So we'll take care of these. If I readjust this road, I have enough room here for, or I have enough room on this side for one. Placing it here would be a little tighter than what I like to see. Let's try right. Let's go right here and see how that actually plays out with the wheat. A little bit far away from the actual center there, but once we get stone roads and upgrade our area, I don't think that's going to be a huge issue. I'm okay with those blocks being left out. We might add some decorations in there. That's what we might do just to fill out the rest of that. Or I think there's an option to... Yeah. We can do that. By holding shift, we can override and have more fields. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, back down to this. Got a road there, so we're good. Now, we want another one. Let's put them in sideways. And we'll put a little side road here. So we've got 2 windmills. And I think we have 6 wheat. So we'll need, after this bunch, we're gonna need a windmill. Let's start in this area right here just to make sure that we don't forget this little area and lock it. Let's get down to that corner, and then we're going to start working up this way.
I could simply go to press.
Ooh, let's see what's in the news. Town is fireproof because we built some extra fire departments. Beneficial leaders to see again. Benevolent leader. In the promised land. Good. This is all good. Let's go ahead and publish that. We want our next windmill kind of in this neighborhood. Yeah, we'll go this way. We'll place a road up here. That will take care of this one. We'll leave this one just for taking care of our animals. Speaking of animals, we do need to set up bread production. We need to set up pig production. So I need to get back on track here. Let's go ahead and place this one. We'll get it facing that way because it looks like the road comes out there. Granted, it looks like there's roads on all the corners too. We'll bring them one over. And then we'll backfill this area. Excellent. Start building. What's going on? There we go. We'll start filling up this area. Not sure how I like it being on the corner like that. I like it being more in the middle. We'll take a look, because it places fences down when we place the farms. We'll take a look when we put our next one down and get our next set of fences in. We'll put him a little bit further out. We'll go for a road right here. Okay, that closes it in and looks a little bit better. This area is actually filling up quicker than what I was thinking it would. These two for this one off for the animals. So I'll need another windmill, another flour mill over here. I don't want it behind. Yeah, we'll go right here. I want this one to be able to fill in this area, so we might have to do something a little bit tricksy here. Let's go ahead and place it here and bring the road up and bring one over. Now we're probably going to have to do something like this to backfill this area, because it looks like we don't have enough to actually fill all of this. So I want a few more farms to fill this, but I'm going to have to think about how to do this because we're running out of area. Probably need 2 more in total. We'll go 1 here and 1 here. And that would mean 1 more windmill. Yeah, and we'll go in between. Let's go ahead and bring that up. Bring this one. Kind of loop it there. And this one will kind of match it with the other driveway there. See how far this production goes. Let's fill in this area. Man, I feel like we should have had 1 more farm in here somewhere. Yeah, I feel like to fill out this, we need 1 more farm, or just to allow one of our farms to just extend the fields. Because I want to see it kind of to that edge. Let's place a farm here, place in our road, and get a warehouse on the outside. Yeah, we'll place it right there. And we'll leave the option that if we need to, we can delete this road out to fill in that way. Yeah, something I'm not quite sure about, but just for aesthetics, I'm going to go ahead and fill this in. It puts us way over, but I think that really brings that area together. All right, enough waffle about that. Let's get on to pigs and bread. So I think this design works really good for getting snops. Let's see what the size of the bread factory is. So it's the same size, so let's go with that same design. Back over to our fire department. I forget that I can just grab a copy tool and copy things. Then we'll just kind of block this in. We might, down the series, look at placing some of the production back into the actual city, make it look like a bakery in the middle.
I'll do.
Let's get our silos down, because I'm sure our clothes are hurting. Let's go ahead and upgrade both of these, get both of these up and going. Let's take a look at our actual knitters and see how they're doing. Yeah, that will bring us back up. Looks like we're at 8 of 10 right now, so we're not maintaining clothes. So that will allow us to get our next upgrade. We've got workers. These take 50 apiece, so we can get 2. Excellent.
Look sharp, the governor's here.
Oh, that is perfect for bread. Now for pigs. We've got lots of bricks. We got lots of wood, so we're doing good on both. Pigs and sausage. I can kind of see them going together. We'll put them past the bread makers. Kind of get a little bit of space. Now we're going to want this facing the actual sausage makers. We're going to leave room for the silo. Yeah, that looks good setup. Let's copy this over and mirror it. It'll allow us to build the silo. Then we need some roads coming up, and we're going to go ahead and bring them over. Oh, yeah, let's match this road. It'll serve a double thing. It will allow us to put in a road here, too. Now, 1 to 1. Once we have in the silo, it will be 2 to 1, so we can place in 4 slaughterhouses. Go ahead and block these in. Now, I'm thinking that we're going to need... This is a lot of production with the wheat on there. I'm thinking we're going to need 2 warehouses. Does that leave room in the middle? Yeah, that leaves room for a fire station. I can see a slaughterhouse maybe being a little bit of a fire risk. Then what we can do is copy this and mirror it on that side. Good. Good, I'm liking this. Let's start upgrading this part right here. Let's get our first silo down. Excellent. And this will put us in a good spot for sausage. Now we do have some wood. Let's go ahead and get our next run of our workers. We're going to continue to expand up this way. And then at some point we'll probably decide kind of where we draw our line between our workers and our farmers. But I'm liking that so far. So let's see. We've got our sausage. We haven't done anything with trade unions yet, but we don't have anything to put in them. We've got our bread.
No harm in a bit of...
Let's take a look at the church. Looks like that's a good spot.
Proper job.
Proper job as I kick you out of your house. Can't delete this road because we've got this here. Already made this a stone road. Let's expand the stone road this way. Expand it this way a little bit. Yeah, we're going to have to get rid of this road in order to put the chapel here. Oh, it only took out the one road. It didn't take out the other. Let's try that again. We have the funds right now. We have the bricks and we have the lumber. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. That will take care of some of the needs. Gets us 7 happiness. Now we're just down to beer, soap, and school. Beer takes hops, which is on the other island. We won't get into that this episode. Takes steel. Soap takes steel. Let's get kind of working our way across.
Healthy honest protest. If some
So working across our bar here. We got our church down. Let's get our sails. We'll put it right next to our knitters. I think these guys are going to produce enough that they can maintain the sailmaker. Yeah, it only takes one. I think these produce a little bit more than the actual, because this produces 200%. I think they'll actually produce a little bit extra, because the silo produces some, and the actual farm produces some. Let's take a look at the chain. Yeah, that puts us at, right now we're at 14 of the 15. I think this one right here will put us at the 15 of 15. Steel production. We've got agriculture over here. We've got agriculture over here. We're kind of expanding this way with our production chains. And this is also agriculture as we have pigs. We already have plants for oil. We have trees. I'm thinking we go with steel here.
Oh, I'm always busy, Duck. A field don't tend itself.
Always a busy duck. Interesting way of putting that. So let's take a look at our steel production. We have iron, 15 seconds. The coal kiln is 30. That would be 2 to 1. Let's get 2 of these guys down right away. Let's go ahead and build it so we can see the radius. It's going to take a few minutes to actually get up and going. Let's get our road in. Still at 100%, so we're good there. Now, the rest is steel. So this is 2 to 1. And this is also 1 to 2. So we need 2 to get our 2 furnaces. Now, for this, it looks like we have 2 furnaces to 3 steelworks. Let's look at cannons and see how that plays out. So if you have furnaces to weapons, that would be 1 to 3. I'm thinking the way we play this out is 2 steel, 2 weapons to our 2 furnaces. Thinking that would be a match where we're getting a production line and then we're getting steel and weapons at the same time. Let's start by plopping our weapons down. Placing our furnace to produce our actual steel on the outside. We were working our way in. Steel. Man, that's a good fit. Let's get... And we'll place them facing out from each other. Yeah, I think that works. Let's get... We're going to need a fireman over here, a fire station. Looks like it doesn't affect the coal burner's productivity. This one also doesn't, but it's going to take a little bit of time to get it started back up. We're going to need probably 2 warehouses to get this moving. Let's tag 1 here so that we can get coal coming in. And we'll place 1 up here. Or do we just place it over here just to kind of keep this in the same vicinity, kind of make it a block design? Because then what we can do is, with the industrial ordinance, we could look at actually closing this area off as an industrial district. Let's go ahead and get our roads down. And clean up my mess there. We have 800. Let's upgrade our fire stations first. Both of our warehouses. Let's get 1 furnace, 1 steel. Puts us at 400. We don't have the steel for this, but this would drop us down to about 250. I don't know that I want to go quite that low yet. This would be another 100, but it would get us into steel quicker. This would be another 200. And we don't have the workers. So we need to get more workers. What do we have going on here?
We've run out of gubbins.
Missing the bakery. Oh, that's a fail. We forgot to actually upgrade our windmill while we were doing this. So they'll get going. Let's go ahead and upgrade this warehouse. So we've got sales. We've got wood coming in. We've got enough money. Let's put... Next thing down the list would be a harbor item. Let's put our small sailing over here. I think we're going to need a warehouse to go with this. We still need 25 bricks and 100 workers. Let's get a warehouse, because I think you have to feed in the resources. I'm not sure if it's auto or not. Pigs are okay. The bakery's good once we actually start it up again. And we're going to need workers for this steel production. Talking to steel production, let's actually get an iron mine down. I skipped something. Let's take a look. All right, we've got one here, and our last one's over here. Let's bring a road over, and then we'll connect to this one first. Might have to move this road in the future, but it's kind of the way the early game goes. So let's go ahead and get that mine down. Get our warehouse built. And I think we're just about wrapped up for this episode. We definitely need more workers. But getting ready for the next episode. What are we missing here?
Bickle, bickle, barn mice.
Ooh, we are missing fish. Expanded past our ability there. Let's get a fisher there. Let's get to that section of pier erased out so that we can get another one here. We'll get both of these upgraded. So I think in preparation for getting hops, I think we need to place down just a small settlement here with the explicit thing of getting timber built up. So let's just... This is going to be farmland, and it's not going to need to be big. Let's drop these over. Too far over. Let's bring them back. Now, this one. Let's start with a single one here. Let's go with our double there. Let's go with this. Let's go with a single one here. We'll go with the double here and the double here. And then the 2x2 here. Let's do a 2 here, a 2 here, the 1 over here, and then we'll go with our 2x2 there. Go for 9 in total. And then this center will place our market. Yeah, we'll go for 9 in total. I had to think about that for a second. I don't know that long-term that will be enough farmers, but at least it will be a start, and we can always expand off of it. Let's get him in the right spot. Yeah, we'll start with a single up there, go with the double here. Go 2 off this way and 2 off this way. Go with the 1 in the corner. We go with our double there. We'll put our single one out in the corner. Now, we just need to bring a road over. Yeah, we'll lead it right into the edge there. What that will allow us to do is put some base production in this area over here. Probably start with a warehouse and start with 2 trees. Let's go ahead and up them right away to see if they're going to affect each other. Yeah, that one's okay there. Let's get that upgraded. Get roads out to the main road there. 95.
We're taking
Okay, that brings it to 100. Now we still need our lumber yards. Ooh. Yeah, we'll put it there. I'm okay with 99%. Let's get those upgraded. Before we build any further, let's get our market down. We'll go right there in the center. And let's start plopping in our roads. And all this is going to do is start producing us some wood so that we, in the next episode, we can start building this actual farm. So we're going to get this upgraded. We'll get this down. We'll get our pub right here. Won't have enough to actually build it for a while, but at least that will get us the people. Got to get rid of that one more house. We're going to need a fire station. And we'll place him here. I think that's a good start. That will get us lined up to actually start building this. I forgot to upgrade my warehouse, so let's get our ship over to pick up some wood from here.
Sails!
And I think this is a good spot to go ahead and wrap up this episode as everything gets going. You know, we got into bread, got into steel, got into sausage. We've started expanding our productions. Like to thank you guys for joining in. Do me a huge favor. Hit that like and subscribe on your way out so I can grow my channel. You guys have an amazing day, and we'll see you in the next episode.